Right guys, welcome back to more Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. Today I'm going to be explaining the role and abilities of the All-Star character for the zombie side of the game. Before we start this video, I want to know what your favourite character is in the game and why, so leave your comments down below. So, we're going to jump into some Team Vanquish today because the only game mode I ever really play is Gardens and Graveyards, and it does eventually get boring. If there's any kind of specific game mode or character or something you want me to do in a video, then let me know in the comments section below also, and I'll get that done for you. The All-Star doesn't have a personal objective like the Engineer. The Engineer has his own personal objective, which I spoke about in my last video. If you want to see the role and abilities of the Engineer, the link to the video will be in the description. Right, so the role of the All-Star is to just play the game's main objective. So if you were playing Gardens and Graveyards, his objective would be to capture the gardens, whereas playing Team Vanquish, the objective is to get as many kills as you can, and the first team to 50 kills wins, just like normal team deathmatch. My favourite All-Star so far is the Goalie-Star because his weapon is the Ice Puck Cannon. The ammo type he uses is Frozen Pucks, and the damage type is Freezing Damage, which makes the weapon even better because he can freeze his enemies over time, preventing them from moving and shooting and giving him an easier chance to kill them. There is no reload time because the All-Star's weapons have a cooling system, so you can continue firing until the weapon overheats, and the Goalie-Star's most effective distance is at a medium range. The three upgrades for his weapon are Harder Pucks, which increase the weapon's overall damage, Ice Coated Chassis, which allows the weapon to cool down quicker when overheated, and a Cooler, which allows you to fire the weapon for longer durations before it overheats. Now on to the All-Star's abilities. So the same as all the other characters in the game, he has 3 default abilities and then 3 that were introduced with the Garden Variety Pack 3 DLC. We're going to start with the Sprint Tackle. This ability is used to charge at enemies and inflicts heavy damage and also sends them flying, which is pretty funny to watch. This can also be used to get out of a sticky situation, like if you see my most hated thing in the game, the Chili Bean Bomb, you can quickly sprint tackle away from it, and if they are close enough to you, you could possibly kill the pea shooter as well. The Garden Variety Pack DLC ability, instead of the Sprint Tackle, is the Ultra Tackle, which does the exact same thing as the Sprint Tackle, except it has an increased damage output, but it does take longer to regenerate. Moving on to the Dummy Shield. The Dummy Shield is an excellent way to block incoming damage. If there is an enemy shooting at you and your health goes low, just deploy one of these and allow it to take all the damage for you. They also come in very handy when capturing gardens in Gardens and Graveyards. Just place one either side of you and hide in between them so that your enemy takes a longer time to deal some damage to you, but prepare yourself for a battle because they don't take a huge amount of damage before being destroyed, and splash damage from a pea shooter could get through and hurt you and possibly kill you. And also don't forget that they are quite big, so be careful because they can easily give your position away to the plants. The Garden Variety Pack DLC Dummy Shield is called the Shield Decoy. It does exactly the same thing as a Dummy Shield, but you get more of them to deploy at one time. The last ability, but definitely not the least, is the Imp Punt. These are almost as overpowered as the pea shooter's Chili Bean Bomb and maybe even more overpowered. I have seen people launch one of these into a garden and get up to 5 or 6 kills with just one. I get killed by these all the time when I'm a plant. And the Garden Variety Pack DLC Imp ability is the Long Bomb, which can be thrown up high in the air. It can be thrown pretty far. It deals a lot more damage and explodes instantly when it hits something. That is my explanation for the role of the All-Star and all 6 of his abilities. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Tomorrow we will be looking at the role of the Sunflower and her 6 abilities, so leave a comment if you didn't understand any of the things in this video and I will try my best to help you understand them better. And also subscribe to my channel for more Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare and other content. Thank you for watching.